Here are random facts you didn't know about Time Zones Edition. Number 1. Usually every year, daylight savings time begins early spring and ends mid-autumn, but in the past, it works differently. Look at the sun graph in 1974. Daylight savings time started during the winter. On January 6, 1974, clocks had to get moved forward an hour, and sunrise time was as late as 8:30 a.m. Number 2. Places that are close to the equator usually doesn't follow DST. But on February 5, 1993, Quito, Ecuador followed DST and the clocks had to get moved back an hour. And this is what the sun graph looks like. Number 3. When daylight savings time begins or ends, it moves 1 hour, but somewhere in Antarctica works differently. Look at the sun graph in Troll Station. It looks very weird how it takes a bigger jump next to the green lines. If we change the month to March, you will find out that when DST starts, clocks get moved forward 2 hours. If you think this is crazy, like and subscribe. Number 4. Did you know that the world's northernmost town, Longyearbyen, Norway, has the same time zone as Barcelona, Spain? Number 5. Did you know that the world's latest time zone, Christmas Island in Kiribati, is 20 hours ahead of Madison Standard Time? This is almost an entire day difference. You can see why Christmas Island is that far ahead of Madison. For example, if it is 9 a.m. in Madison Standard Time, it is 5 a.m. in the next day in Christmas Island, Kiribati. Number 6. Almost the entirety of the world uses UTC and a whole number amount of hours, but somewhere in Australia uses half-hour time zone. It is rare, but some places like Canada also use half-hour time zone. For Adelaide, it is UTC plus 9 hours 30 minutes but plus 10 hours 30 minutes during DST, and very rarely, it uses quarter-hour time zone like Nepal. In Kathmandu, it is UTC plus 5 hours 45 minutes all year long. Number 7. In the United States, it uses 6 different time zones, the earliest being Hawaii Standard Time, and the latest being Eastern Time Zone. But did you know that China only uses 1 time zone? The only time zone exists in China is China Standard Time with UTC plus 8 hours. Do you know how late the sunrises are in Western China? That causes the sunrise to be as late as 10:20 a.m., and solar noon could be as late as 3:10 p.m. And how early does the sun rise in Eastern China? Sunrises in Eastern China could be as early as 3:10 a.m. Number 8. If you are from Nome, Alaska, you are in an area that solar noon could be as late as 3 p.m. In fact, if you go to March and scroll down to when DST begins, look how late solar noon is. It says solar noon is at 3:11 p.m. But if it is close to winter solstice, sunrise could be literally later than 12 noon. In fact, on December 24th, sunrise is at 12:03 p.m. Number 9. Usually, solar noon is between 12 noon and 1 p.m., but somewhere in Antarctica that have a longitude close to 0. Look at this. Solar noon is literally at midnight. How is this even possible? Is the time zone wrong? I'm showing you a night sky that it feels like AM and PM are swapped. During the equinoxes, it is pitch black between noon and 5 p.m. Sunrises in the evening gets brighter when it is approaching midnight. Daylight is from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Sunsets in the morning and gets darker when time is approaching noon. For me, I would not recommend going to Antarctica. And number 10. Guess which country it's gonna be in when I click on it. If you guessed Chile, you will be correct. Fact time. Did you know that Easter Island, Chile during Standard Time is the same time zone as Madison Daylight Time? Both of the locations have a time zone of UTC minus 5 hours. If you didn't know this fact, like and subscribe. And finally, the sun graphs. This is what it looks like in Easter Island and this is what it looks like in Madison. Thanks for subscribing and watching because look how many we gained. Thank you for following my rules and not being disrespectful. I have 189 more until I reach 2,000. Subscribe so we can reach 2,000 subscribers by National Wisconsin Day.